I'll tell you just how cool this guy is. I said, you know what, Dana? What? I'm back. What do you want? How about if I stay, you leave? How about that? Now here. This is how cool he is. I'm gonna bring him back out and do a little Q&A with him. All right? Mr. Dana Carvey.
Mr. Ron, you want me to sit there?
As the snipers can get you. It's my Italian cousins we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
This is called...
like a little puppet or something.
I'm usually the guy sitting on the lap. This is called...
Yeah, what do you
This is called Inside the Arcada Studio.
Wow,
How about that?
You're like James Lipton.
I got the look, except for the... But I do have his haircut, which is interesting. Okay.
All right, Ron, what
I
do you
had
got?
a couple things. You know what? I'd like to know. We had Mickey Rooney up here.
Oh yeah, Mickey Rooney.
We had Martin Short up here. We had a lot of great people.
Mickey Rooney, yeah, Martin Short, love him.
Great guy. Now, who is somebody who... There are no Dana Carvey. That's right. Who's your guy? Who's your favorite? Who's your idol? Who's the guy that you really can do what we did here tonight, just sit here mesmerized?
Man, I don't know. Christopher Guest, Peter Sellers, you know. I don't know. Garland, Pryor, all the usual suspects, you know.
Is there any one particular one that influenced your way?
You know, I was a child of the 60s, you know. It's kind of cool to say Pryor and all that, but you guys ever see Wild Wild West? You're old enough, you know. Well, Ross Martin never gets any credit. He played the master of disguise, basically. He was the sidekick in this Western show for you youngsters, you know. So I was on the Tom Snyder show in the 90s, and I mentioned how much I loved him doing his disguises and his accents and stuff. And 6 months later, I got a letter from his widow that said, "My God, thank you. No one ever mentions Ross. Oh, thank you so much." So he was a big influence, you know. I watched, you know, Laugh-In and the Smothers Brothers, you know, Carol Burnett, all those kind of variety shows, the Foot Wilson Show. Yeah, you right shit up. And that's where I got Church Lady from. Yeah, I'm dynamite. Yeah,
that's what I want to know. Where was your inspiration for Church Lady?
Well, I'm so glad you asked, Ronald. Church Lady kind of started out as sort of a lot of... When you grow up, people are condescending. Initially, Church Lady was a school teacher, and I talked about how inferior I felt. Remember when you'd make little paper sailboats in the class? And the teacher would be like, "Well, here we are, we're going to make our little sailboat. So, we fold over A, and then we fold over B, and then we have a little sailboat." And then they look at yours and go, "Looks like mine just a little bit better than yours." The whole key to that character is condescension and we. Just say we. We like ourselves, don't we, Ronald? We're having a little beige party over there, aren't we? Our hanky matches our shirt. It's a camel one, isn't it? Special. But we were Lutherans, basically Catholic light, and there were 5 of us in the family, and we would go every other weekend, or maybe we'd miss a couple Sundays, you know. And then you'd walk in and you'd kind of see the church ladies kind of craning their necks like, "Well, apparently some of us come to church when it's convenient." And we were like, "Hey, lighten up, we're having a barbecue, man, it's all right." So I think it started with that, and then I started doing the clubs the year before I got SNL. And I'd never done it in drag, but then they wanted to do it on the show. And everyone wanted to dress her up like frilliness and makeup and fake boobs. And I said, no, she's completely androgynous, you know, the orthopedic shoes and the whole thing. And the very first Saturday Night Live I did it during the practice show, the dress show. It was the final sketch, the death sketch, you know, right before the good nights. But the first time I said it, and I said, "Well, isn't that special?" Got a huge laugh. So I was like, wow. And then it went up to the first sketch. So, freaky thing, man. But still fun to do.
Still like it, huh? You still get it?
I like it. Well, it's just a condescension, patronizing, superiority is just always funny. Well, Mr. Joe Biden, we had a little bit of a chuckle, didn't we? We were talking about mass security and jobless people, and we just had a big old goof off. I mean, she kind of writes herself in a way, you know, because you get into that mindset of condescension and patronizing. So, anyway.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. This could be a local cable show for sure. This could definitely be like a rural cable channel channel.
Let's do that. All right, let me ask you a question.
Where Garth came from, if you want to.
Let me ask you a question.
I love you more.
Let me ask you a question. If Garth was running for president, he was at the debate, podium, what would he be saying right now?
He'd be saying, I feel funny like when I used to climb the rope in gym class. Garth, which I said before, but the character of Garth was based on my brother Brad, because Mike offered, he said, you'd be the sidekick, and that was it. Okay, I'm the sidekick. So I thought I would do something specific, and I used to do my brother Brad in my act. I have 3 older brothers, and he's my science brother. And he does, if he was on the phone now, he has his teeth like this, and he kind of talks in the rhythm like that. And he's the master of understatements. The kid was a brilliant kid, engineering type kid, reading Popular Mechanics and stuff. Yeah, he would fix the dryer with a butter knife, stuff that kid. Yeah, I can make a small nuclear reactor out of a paperclip. Now, this is a true story. He always had batteries and shit, so I found a frog on the driveway. I thought it was dead, and I brought it in the house. I go, Brad, I found this frog. He attached it to two D-cell batteries, like this. The frog starts to vibrate, and the eye starts to open. I go, Brad, the frog is moving. And he said, quote, yeah, I brought him back to life. He'll never die again. Should be in my book. I'm still writing my book. I got a whole chapter on my night in St. Charles.
It starts now. Now,
we might collectively get a case of the fuckins.
But now we're all big fans, obviously, of Wayne's World, and, Mike Myers and all that. Now, obviously, that's a movie, and it's scripted, and there's all this...
It might be a cartoon. We might do an animated thing with it, yeah.
That would be cool. But how much of that, obviously, a lot of it was scripted, but you guys are 2 geniuses, and you guys are too cool, and 2 friends, and all. How much of that just happened?
Well, I think I love being the sidekick. I love doing Hans and Franz with Kevin Nealon. It was a different kind of relationship. I like things like Wayne's World to me was very smart inside, but cartoony out on the outside, Like it was dumb smart, And Hans and Franz too, they never lifted weights. They clearly were damaged, paranoid people with a vendetta against some imaginary person who would dismiss their maleness. If you don't think I'm this properly pumped up man, I can come to your house and stretch the flap of your back out into the shape of a rope ladder, so you could crawl back down in the sewer, because that's where losers live. But as far as Wayne's World, a lot of times Garth was just a big fan of Wayne, and so I would just laugh a lot, and that we improvised a lot with that. The first movie, we didn't have time to shoot, so it was very fast, which was nice, Yeah, she's a babe. If she was a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln. And it got such a laugh, but you just don't think much. It's better not to think with comedy. Anyway, you're fabulous. Let me tell you something. Your buttocks are like marshmallows. You're lucky I don't have a campfire here. I like those guys. I like those demented freaks.
Saturday Night Live. Now, what was that like?
It's on in 35 minutes.
What's a typical day? On Saturday Night Live, was it a typical day?
Well, every day is different. I would say on show day on Saturday, you come in 11:30 and you're pretty much moving all day. You're blocking the sketches, you're rewriting with everyone as you go along. Then you do a big old honking 2-hour practice show. Everything gets cut, and you're literally writing lines and getting notes at 11:10. You're on at 11:30. It's ridiculous. You always go, this will be the day the show won't go on. You always think it's never going to happen. It's too under-rehearsed. And then, it's neat. It's live, That's the great thing about it. When you bomb, you bomb. The first year, I wasn't on the show that long. Matthew Broderick was the host. We had a sketch where we wore big diapers and we're bare-chested with bonnets, okay? Now, if you wear that, you want the sketch to get laughs. So we do the sketch, it plays to silence. And I'm in the diaper and the bonnet. Then during the commercial, I'm walking by the audience, and I kind of went like that, and they looked the other way. That guy sucks. Does the audience want me to do anything, or
any requests? One at a time.
Now, let me tell you one thing right now about Rossboro. Are you going to yell all the time, Scarecrow Fest? Is that it? White Castle Burger? Is that what you did? Was that what you want? That was a time, Ron, where to me, he's a bookend to Sarah Palin, where a political character walked onto the scene ready-made. You didn't have to find a hook or exaggerate. Lorne Michaels said to me, Dana, there's a new third-party candidate named Rossboro. They have some tape down the hall. Maybe you could do something. And I walked in, and they turned it on, and I saw this little funny Texas man. Can I finish one time? Can I finish? And I thought, oh my God! This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And as is my want, I tend to exaggerate and make Bush Sr. is you know, and to me, Pro is just, I don't know why, that's him to me.
And the other one. Jimmy Stewart.
You know what we need Jimmy Stewart to do is come down and explain what the banks did during the finance. Because I don't know anything about banking, only from the movie It's a Wonderful Life, where they have Mr. Potter. I'd love to see Jimmy Stewart commenting today. Yeah. Well, so you want to know what the banks did, do you? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. You know, Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs, they took the subprime mortgages and they packaged them into a security. They got the rating agency to say they were good investments, and they sold them to people. But in the meantime, they bet against them. They shorted them. So when they lose, they win, and when they win, they win. Well, fuck you.
Charles at the Arcada Theater. Thanks to our good friends at the Baker Hotel, the office down here, and all the great restaurants and businesses. Check them all out. Love you guys. Come back and see us. Have a safe trip. Good night, everybody.